It wasn't Gifu's influence. It was Sakura's doubt. That's not even exciting. Revice 32 goes back to having multi-character plot points, which has been needed for a hot second due to the snail's pace crawl it's been going at for the last few episodes. So I'll go ahead and break it down per character plot point going on. When we last left off Iki, he was discussing with Vice the status of his Thanos snapping from the photos, though it appears that the contract he made with Vice as a child can't be altered. Busan then shows up with a complete change in demeanor, here to inform the family on Genta's status update. Genta's just been chilling over at Weekend. However, goofy old Genta seems to be dead and buried. Say hello to stoic, serious Genta, along with stoic, serious Busan. Veil up my feels, new Genta and Busan mixtape dropping. The Phoenix plot point featuring Daiji is the side portion of the episode, as the director of Phoenix gets his grummy hands all over the new Vice stamps collected up. Daiji informs the director in regards to Aguilera. However, this man gives no fucks about old wardrobe change over here. She's served her purpose now and is just an annoying bee. Venting his frustrations to George and Lady Doctor, to the revelation that she overheard the director talking to Vale. Oh, you mean the director is evil? To gather up some intel on the guy, she breaks into his office only to get slapped the fuck down. Removing the gloves, he reveals that he's got Gifu on his hands. That's gross, man. That's gross. Get away from here. I bet this man pees hands free. You know what I'm talking about? When you get to like the urinal and you're just like, yeah, that's what I'm talking. Get in there. Boy, we getting it. He takes the terminology of no glove, no love to a whole nother level. With his Gifu hands, he summons a portal to Gifu's dimension, and I assume the Giftarians did stuff to her to the director's delight. Oh, he's weird. He's definitely weird. George's security cam footage shows her entry into the office, followed by the director, which sets Daiji off. The confrontation is cut short as he's gotta go handle those Giftarians. Moving on to the main plot point of the episode, this shows unofficially official ship of Sakura and Aguilera. Sakulera? Agikura? One of those. I know someone's already got a ship name out there, right? We get more dragging out on Aguilera's upbringing from not just her point of view, but also Tamaki's as well. The dead man's and Gifu were all she strived for, and without any of that, she just wants her grand finale. But of course, she wants Sakura to deal the finishing blow and send her to Gifu. Tamaki realizes this in his never-ending quest to escape the friend zone and goes to hang out with Sakura because he knows that that is enough bait to lure Aguilera out. Which it was. They fight for a bit. However, Sakura's double thinking makes Lovekov act weird and causes her to untransform. Where did the belt go? Did it get destroyed? Nope. I guess that was just an editing error on their part. See, Sakura does not have the heart to kill off Aguilera, so she asks Iki to split Aguilera from her dead man. Rooftop Scene! Aguilera gets hot and bothered now that Sakura has shown up to, hopefully, get her off, when Iki shows up to cockblock the whole affair. Aguilera ain't having any of this splitting business and gives them the business. You'd think Iki would be able to throw hands with Aguilera no problem. I mean, he hasn't had any of these issues before, and Aguilera has not really been amplified by Gifu's powers that much. So why does he need Sakura to create an opening? Alright, nitpicks aside, Lovekov is not having it and smashes Sakura up, destroying the Libera driver. The opening is made, and Iki is ready to strike the decisive blow, while Tamaki cries, again, and Sakura realizes that's not right, and steps in to save Aguilera. This episode has a lot of layers of flavor in it, but you get a little bit of whiplash in the competing plot points here. The director finally gets minor advancements to his plot point, but he's still a joke of a villain compared to Ortega the Great. He's also still holding on to the Vice stamps that should have been destroyed, but for what purpose? Maybe creating more Deadman? I don't know. Does Gifu need more sacrifices? Like, what is this guy waiting on in his little dimension pocket? Speaking of Gifu, I really thought that his influence was getting into Lovekov last episode, especially with the appearance of his stamp during the transformation. But it was just Sakura's emotional withholdings? What? But would that really make Lovekov go crazy? That she would even destroy the driver? Also, no one else, I guess besides George, has noticed Iki's picture disappearance, especially now that Vice is drawing pictures on them. So this episode is gonna get a B, like Aguilera's Deadman. The issue here is that the characters are completely blind to things they should have realized and take on an I know better complex. That's the issue we had with Sakura. Tamaki knows what's up, but even he flip-flops between what he feels and what should be done. Everyone and their moms should know that Aguilera just wants to be ate up by Gifu, but wants Sakura to be the one to do her in. It's not that complicated. Anyway, next week we get Veil and some deathbed confessions, maybe, plus a look at the new Vice stamps that will likely not get used up by Iki because the costume department is well past their budget. So, how do you feel about this episode? Director Akaishi's Gifu's hand, the loss of Lady Doctor, maybe, and the whole misunderstanding of Sakura. I've got a lot on my plate this weekend with Dear Gaga, Veil, and the Gem special, so I'll catch you all on those. Until the next click, bye.